Hello everyone. Today we are going to do the next chapter from book Behive, that is chapter number 7, Packing by Jerome K. Jerome. So packing is based on the theme that routine tasks are not as easy as they seem to be. The humorous account amuses the readers with the chaotic and confusing situations created by the clumsiness of three friends, all of whom consider packing to be a child's play. Now let's know about the narrator. Jerome is a British writer of the Victorian period, best known for his comic novels. His famous and enduring work is Three Men in a Boat. Jerome K. Jerome was born in the village of Caldmore near Birmingham in central England. Jerome's father was an ironmonger and nonconformist preacher. Now we will discuss the title of the chapter. Packing is an appropriate title for this extract from the novel Three Men in a Boat. It forms one of the chapters of the novel. The three men are Jerome, George, and Harris. They have to go on a pleasure boat journey and have to pack for it. All three of them think they are past masters in the art of packing, but all they end up creating in an utter mess. They are disorganized, unplanned, foolish, careless, and unsystematic. And moreover, they cannot, properly place a thing. They blame each other for being poor at packing and each boasts of his packing acumen. Thus, the extract is all about packing and therefore the title is appropriate. So, without characters, any work of fiction is incomplete. So, we are going to discuss about the characters of the chapter. Those are Jerome. Jerome is the narrator of the story, and the entire gamut of events are depicted from his point of view. He is overconfident and rates his packing skills a bit too high. He is also arrogant and expects his friends to carry out the tedious part of packing while he sits back and passes orders. And then Jerome and Harris. Jerome and Harris are the friends of narrator. Jerome, both of them are as clumsy, ill-organized, forgetful, and casual as Jerome. They commit mistakes even while doing ordinary tasks and keep repeating their mistakes. Like Jerome, they are mistaken about their talent to pack stuff and are overconfident about their performance. And now Montmorency, the pet dog. Montmorency is the pet dog of three friends, Jerome, Harris, and George. He is pampered pet and knows no restraints on his behavior. His animal instinct is to probe everything, creates a nuisance for his master. He likes to be part of all the activities going on in the house and gets excited to see the boys packing things. Now, we'll do the explanation of the chapter. The author thinks that he is gifted with ability to pack well. So he tells his friends, George and Harris, to leave the task of packing entirely to him. Next morning, they were to leave to enjoy a holiday. The author had thought that he would just be guiding and supervising his friends while they would do the packing. But his friends just sat leisurely and watched him while he was packing things. Eventually, he got irritated because packing was taking much more time than he had thought. The author at last finished packing of the bag. Then he sat on it and strapped it. Then Harris pointed out that he had forgotten to put the boots in the bag. The author had to open the bag again and pack the boots in it. Just as he was about to close the bag, he thought that probably he had not packed his toothbrush. He turned the bag inside out but was unable to find the toothbrush. Then Harris started putting everything inside the bag, holding everything up and shaking it. He found the toothbrush inside a boot. George asked Harris to check if the soap was in the bag, but he did not do so. Then Harris found that by mistake he had packed his tobacco pouch in the bag. Again he had to reopen it, and the bag was finally shut at 10:05 p.m. Now hampers remained to be packed. George and Harris told the narrator that now they will do rest of the packing. The author happily agreed and sat down. He looked at the piles of plates and cups, kettles, bottles, jars, stoves, cakes and tomatoes, etc. The author thought that soon something interesting and exciting was going to happen. George and Harris started packing by breaking a cup. Then Harris packed the strawberry on top of tomato. The tomato was crushed and it had to be taken out with the teaspoon. Now they seemed to be nervous and excited. Not only did they step on things but were also unable to find things when they wanted them. They spilled salt all over everything. They tried to put butter in the kettle, but the butter would not go in, and when it was in, it would not come out. So they put it on the chair. Harry sat on it, and butter stuck on him. They looked for it everywhere but could not find it. Finally, George found it stuck on the back of Harris. They finally packed it in the teapot. Montmorency, the dog, further added to confusion and mess. Montmorency came and sat down on things when they were about to be packed. He put his legs into the jam. He totally spoiled 3 lemons, and considering the lemons as rats. Ultimately, the packing was finished at 12:50 in the night. Harris sat on the big hamper. He hoped that nothing would be found broken. So the 3 friends went up to sleep so that they could wake up at 6:30 in the morning. So students, what message do we get from this chapter? Whereas this chapter is a humorous one, but still the chapter humorously describes the do's and don'ts of packing. Packing shouldn't be treated as a frivolous activity, but as a serious task that involves concentration and deftness. Another message the account gives is that if we have a pet, it should be well trained. I hope you enjoyed watching it and learned the chapter too. Thank you for watching.